This is the second time that Vergil Ortiz, one of the phenom in the welterweight division, one of the most dangerous men in the sport of boxing, is getting robbed for his opportunity to get a title shot. Nah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, the corruption in boxing, man, is getting way out of hand, y'all. The corruption in the ranking system is getting way out of hand. And y'all know the WBA is in trouble. But the WBO and the WBC has robbed Vergil Ortiz for his opportunity to get a title shot, whether it's Bud Crawford or now Errol the True Spence. Y'all already know boxing and the corruption is a married couple, huh? And they love each other. Corruption and boxing. Check this out, folks. Now, check this out. In the WBC ranking, April 2022, this was the ranking in the WBC, the welterweight division. They had Vergil Ortiz number 1. The next man up to fight, Errol the True Spence. Look what they got. Number 2, Evanesian. They got number 3, Keith from Tom Thurman. Number 4, Jerome Bruce Ennis. Another, and Conor Benn. Number 5, two other young phenoms in the welterweight division. Number 1, already in position. Work his way up. I ain't lying. Now check this out now. The new ranking of the WBC, July 22nd, look who they took out. Vergil Ortiz from his number 1 spot. His number 1 spot to get an opportunity to get a title shot versus Errol the True Spence. And look who they slipped in. Keith and Tom Thurman. Keith and Tom Thurman. I'm a fan of Keith and Tom Thurman, but no, what's wrong is wrong. What's right is right. And this is wrong, y'all. This is corruption, ladies and gentlemen. Now check this out. The first time Vergil Ortiz got robbed as an opportunity, look, the WBO ranking, July 2020. You see, Daniel Garcia was number 1. Vergil Ortiz was number 2. Sean Porter was number 4. Look at that, y'all. So Daniel Garcia was going to be fighting Errol the True Spence. So that, when they took out Daniel Garcia, they were supposed to elevate Vergil Ortiz Jr. number 1. Look at that. About to get his opportunity, y'all. About to be mandated to fight Bud Crawford. And look what happened. Next month, August 2020. Look at this. Daniel Garcia, they took him out the rankings because he was going to be fighting Errol the True Spence. And they skipped Sean Porter from number 4 to number 1 and did not elevate Vergil Ortiz that was the next man up. This was the first time Vergil Ortiz got robbed. Huh? Look at that. How the hell did Sean Porter move to number 4 to number 1? And before that, before Sean Porter was number 1, he was not even in the WBO ranking. Corruption. Now, ladies and gentlemen, who in the hell is pulling the strings? Who is paying these sanctioning bodies to have their fighters in position? Now, of course, Sean Porter and Earl and Keith from Tom Thurman, both with PBC. Is it Mr. Uncle Al doing this? Is it Mr. TGB? Huh? Who is doing it? But look, ladies and gentlemen, this is not new. People buy to get into position. That's what it is. It takes money. Now, I don't know if Golden Boy Promotion is sleeping on the wheel. Huh? But we already know that somebody is paying off the Belt Federation for these guys to put their fighter in position to get those title shots. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Keith from Tom Thurman and Errol the True Spence has been a fight that's been marinated for quite some time. And if the Errol Spence and Bud Crawford fight does not come to fruition, you already know that Keith from Tom Thurman is a mandatory position on the Errol Spence. But right now, Vergil Ortiz is number 1 in the WBO. But he's going to be fighting McKinson August 6th. Now, it is funny because this is what happened the first time he got robbed out of his opportunity. As soon as they announced his fight with the Mean Machine, that's when they ordered the mandatory. That's when the WBO ordered the mandatory for Sean Porter to fight Bud Crawford, right? Now, put it this way. Now, as soon as they announced the McKinson, and now he's getting close to fight the McKinson bout on August 6th, they changed the rankings, of course. They elevated Keith from Tom Thurman. And it always, when Vergil Ortiz has a fight, when he announced a fight, when that's it, that he's already locked in with a fight, and they do that to him. This is the second time it happened, y'all. Corruption, corruption, corruption. Now, there's going to be people out there that feel like, you know what? Vergil Ortiz is young. He's going to get his opportunity. But at the end of the day, man, he already fought to get in position. What's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. And what they doing to Vergil Ortiz is wrong. Now, I don't know. I don't know if Golden Boy Promotion is sleeping behind the wheel. We do know that there is a power play in the PBC to get their fighters in position. This is the way that boxing works, man. It works in the lower scale and the upper scale. When you got the money, you pay the sanctioning bodies, you pay the ranking system to get your fighters in position to get those money fights. It is what it is. Fair or unfair. This has been boxing for a pretty long time. And this is one of the reasons why the WBA is getting they're getting in trouble right now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody getting sued or whatever. I haven't talked about it in depth. And maybe I will do it in my next live. But this has been happening for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. People buy promoters buy the belt federations, you know what I'm saying, to get there. They pay the belt federation to get their fighters in position for big fights. And right now it seems like they're on a hunt for Vergil Ortiz, man. Every time the guy that takes that's being compromised is Vergil Ortiz's career. You know what I'm saying? In the WBO and in the WBC. I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe it's PBC taking shots at Golden Boy Promotion. Y'all already know they had problems back in the days, you know what I'm saying, in the courtroom. So, man, it's unfortunate, but I've been calling it since day one. I've probably been the only YouTuber or the only independent media that's been calling this out. This is the second time, and I hope it's not going to be the third. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I could tell y'all is please stay tuned to the belt federations. Always look at the belt federation every week to see what they do in the rankings, because I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of people complain about belts. You got to look at the ranking system, because, man, you're going to see somebody that's number 14, and then the next day, he's number 3. We seen it a lot, y'all. We seen it a lot. And that needs to stop, because they taking opportunities away from a young man like Vergil Ortiz, who put himself in position to get those world title shots. And we love to see Vergil Ortiz versus Errol Spence or Bud Crawford. He is ready. If he's ready, do not take his opportunity away.